For now, let's speak to Muntinlupa Lone District Representative Ruffy Biazon, who is leading in the city's mayoral race. Good morning, Congressman Biazon. It is looking very good for you right now. Are you and your camp already preparing for victory?
Well, we're waiting for the advisory from the City Board of Canvassers for the official proclamation. As of about 5 a.m. this morning, there were only about 3 clustered precincts that remain to be canvassed. So after that, we're expecting the call from the Board of Canvassers for us to proceed for the proclamation.
All right. Now, how did the voting roll out in Muntinlupa yesterday? Did you see any major problems among your constituents?
Well, we did have reports of the vote counting machines breaking down, although it was not in a number that would really cause an alarm. But it did happen in several precincts in different barangays. Actually, those are the remaining precincts that are being counted now because it was just late last night when the vote counting machines were repaired or replaced. And it was then that the Board of Election Inspectors started feeding the ballots. But generally, generally it was peaceful and it was orderly. The usual problem of some congestion in the lines, but not as bad as other cities that we've seen.
Right. Congressman, you've been involved in local Muntinlupa politics for many, many years. What will Muntinlupa look like now with you as its mayor?
Well, our direction is to recover from the pandemic. So we're looking at this next 3 years, practically this entire term, as a pandemic recovery period, so meaning to say that our programs will be directed towards projects that would address concerns in recovering the economy, strengthening public health, and reinforcing education. But on top of that, we are looking at going into a technological leap in governance. We would like to pursue data-driven policy making and the use of technology in different aspects of governance. So we're looking at the post-pandemic period as us taking advantage of the direction towards technology.
All right. Congressman, how do you plan to make that shift from a legislative role to an executive one?
Well, I see the executive, the local chief executive position as being founded on policy formulation. And that's precisely the work that we've been doing as a legislator, crafting policy and formulating the budget. Remember that the House of Representatives is tasked with passing the appropriations of the national government. So it all begins there, formulation of policy, funding those policies and programs, and executing them. So for me, it's not a major shift. The foundation, I believe, I've learned from my stint in Congress, and execution is simply just an additional function in what I've been doing. I've been in an executive position once, and we believe that the competence of the local government bureaucracy is still there because we have a policy of continuity. The current administration, I am allied with the current administration, and I will be retaining most of the bureaucracy of the current administration. So the transition wouldn't be that hard.
Right. Lastly, sir, do you have a message for your constituents as you know, it is assumed that you will be their next mayor?
Well, to the people of Muntinlupa, we just seek their help in by cooperating with government as we embark on this recovery program. We're all in this together for just one city that we all live in. So we hope that after the elections, we can all band together and help the city get back on its feet and recover from the pandemic.
All right, Congressman, congratulations and thank you so much for your time this morning. That was Muntinlupa mayoral candidate Ruffy Biazon.